One of the greatest investments you ever make in your entire life is the partner you choose. The reason is because choosing the wrong partner will cost years of discipline. Many people focus on building wealth, building careers, building all of these castles in the air. But then they forget to stop for a moment and think about that partner who will make and unmake that decision. Let's look at this practically. A household with two disciplined and aligned income will always progress faster than a household with one income and one discipline. Two people building together means more stability, more ability to invest, more resilience during difficult times, more ability to build long-term wealth. But this only works when both people align in mindset and values. The Bible gives us wisdom in partnership. In the book of Genesis, we are reminded of why it was not good for a man to be alone. Therefore, there came another person who was added to that man. So it wasn't only about companionship. It was about stability. It was about influence. It was about empowerment. It was about all the many things that comes with life and the next generation. That is why the Bible says it was good for a man to move and a woman to also move and commute together. So one here, one there, and they become one. So this one comes with an expertise. The other one also comes with an expertise. And all of the income that is aligned with this expertise are moved into one barrel. Now, can you imagine how quickly this barrel will fill up than one expertise dropping into this barrel? It's going to take a long time. But we do not even consider who we're choosing to fill these barrels with. We also see the story of Priscilla and Aquila. These were a couple who built together. They stabilized, they marginalized, they supported each other. They were not just husband and a wife. They were partners in life and partners in work. This means that love is good. I love to be loved. I love love. But it must also be purposeful, especially if you are a believer. And don't get me wrong. It must be purposeful. This union is a union we intend to take on to the next and the next. I'm talking about 30, 40, 50 years. Recently in church, I had a man of God who said to me, today is our 40th anniversary. And I was like, 40th in what? He said, 40th in marriage. And I went steez for a while. And it made sense because when I cast my mind back to what I know of this man of God, there's been a rebuild, and a rebuild. And it manifests in their life, in the life of their kids. And the main reason is the fact that the two of them aligned right. And they were purposeful. So you see, love is great and it's awesome. The foundation must be solid and it shouldn't just be love. We invite God to take the center stage. But you see, when we dominate, God expects us to rise together. Do not be that partner who is a PhD holder or whatever it is that you have. You own huge businesses and your wife is nothing or your husband is nothing. Grow together. So equal measure, aligning together, filling these barrels, and something that you could use 30 years to do, because there is a double alignment. In 10 years, we are done. Therefore, my first point to this, seek direction before emotions. Before choosing a partner, seek direction first. For many people, this may include prayer, reflection, wisdom. All of this come together in order for me to make that choice. Choosing a life partner should never be based on attraction and emotion. The reason is because that decision can make and unmake you. You may lose yourself in the process. And so if you are the one person watching me about to commit to someone else's daughter or son, please, you may want to pause again and ensure we are praying, we are reflecting, and we are also applying wisdom, because we need to complement each other. And you see, this is a hard truth. And so I can imagine the comments that will be influxing my comment section. But I am happy. I'm not worried about what you intend to leave me. It's fine. I will read, and considering who I am, I will respond courteously. You understand me? But in your quietness, when you reflect, you will know what I'm telling you is the truth. Secondly, your partner may not have wealth today, but they must have something called ambition and drive. And you may be asking yourself, how do I determine that someone has, or someone is ambitious and has a drive? Ask yourself these questions. Do they want to grow? Do they take responsibility for their future? Are they developing themselves? Money can build over time, but mindset and discipline determines the future. And so we want to ensure that we're getting this right. These questions, don't derail from them. Ask these questions and respond to yourself in honesty. The third one is alignment in mindset and discipline. Your partner does not have to be identical to you, but your partner must complement you. For an example, if you are a highly driven person in career and businesses, your partner must understand the process that got you there, because we want to sustain. We do not want to diminish. And so the partner must understand the process and how you got to the top. Now, let me use myself as an example. On the other side, I'm a gospel music minister. I am a recording artist. I meet people day in, day out in the pastoral departments, people who are influential here and there. My partner must understand what I do and how I got to where I am today. They must respect the discipline required to maintain and grow success. Without that, success becomes a problem at home. Without that, there's always an argument here and there, and there's also a conflict of interest, because there's a little bit of envy and jealousy here and there when it comes to that one angle mechanism where one person grow, and the other person is on the low. So a way of complementing each other. And it all begins with that choice making. Number 4, understand the journey. Success requires effort, but maintaining success even requires greater discipline. And so the partner you choose must understand the sacrifice required to grow, the patience required in difficult seasons, the discipline needed to remain successful. Because life brings challenges. And the question is not if there may be challenges along the way. The question is, will this partner stand by me when difficulty comes? You see, and so this is one of the greatest investments you will be making in your entire life. And funnily or unfunnily, unlike businesses, you can sign off. Businesses, you can liquidate the business. But when it comes to institutions, like marriage institution, is a lot. The 5th one is a hard conversation. Before committing to anyone, there must be that hard conversation. You see, most of these I'm giving you, I did not do them. But along the way, I realized the need for that to have been done. And so now I'm 12 years in marriage. And I have had all of these conversations. I have reset on most of these I'm giving you. But why reset when you could have had it right from the onset? These conversations are not always comfortable. They may be a little bit tricky here and there because we are all human. And we have the places that hit low when it comes to us. And so it's a little bit sensitive. But I'm sorry, these conversations must be had. If you really love me, as you claim, then let's talk about money. Let's talk about how you manage money. Let's talk about your upbringing. How was it? Because believe it or not, there's going to be an input of what you were exposed to this new life of ours. Are we savers or spenders? How do we handle debt? Our opportunity cost. How do we pick that from that? Mercedes-Benz to BMW, Range Rover, Nissan. What impact these? Do we want children? How will we raise them? How many kids do we want to have? You see, do we prefer the international schools or the government schools? These are the questions we want to be having even before we get into the union. Okay, how about if the unexpected happens? My second child, I have 3 kids, and my second special child. And this was a medical negligence. I'll leave it there, maybe a story for another day. This is not something we talked about. We didn't budget for that. It's not something we wanted. It's not something we anticipated. But life happened and we got it. And believe it or not, are we leaving each other? Are we running from each other? No. We love this child like any other child we've ever had. But did we ever anticipate that? No. Did we ever have that conversation? No. But life happened. And so you see, this work, life is going to happen. But when life does happen, how do you manage that? You see, this is why these conversations are important and needs to be had. Don't get emotional about these conversations. Have them. They are one of the greatest investments in your entire life that you will be making. Make these conversations work greater than your emotions, than love. I love you and I love you and I love you. It's good. Love me. I love to be loved. But let's talk about money. Let's talk about investment. Let's talk about education. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about businesses. Let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about debt. Let's talk about Let's talk about it. You understand me? I know love matters, but avoiding these conversations leads to conflict. And for a newly married couple, you don't want all of that conflict. You still want to be building castles in the air, all the hula balloons here and there. You want to enjoy each other. Have these conversations before the union begins. I know you love me and you want to spend the rest of your life with me, but please, wisdom also matters. Anyway, thank you so much, and I hope this impacted you. And if you did, follow this channel, subscribe to this platform, and hey, God bless you. Choose wisely. And if you need time, take time before you choose. I'll see you in the next.